What is up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to activate your guys' high-speed internet modem through Frontier Communications here. Now I'm going to tell you guys right off the bat, it's not really high-speed internet at all. It's really slow internet. In my area, in southern part of Michigan, it's less than 1 megabyte. You're set for 1 meg, but you're going to get way less than that because of network congestion and traffic. But as you guys can see here, just says Frontier high-speed internet. Quick start guide. I just kind of open it up here. Just pretty much just tells you how to hook up your modem and stuff. We're not going to really worry too much about that. We're just going to kind of throw that to the side. They do offer device protection plans. I would not really worry about that because most of us, when we buy something new, either it be TVs, phones, game consoles, computers, you're normally going to get everything right through the you're normally just going to buy everything through like Walmart's, and you're going to normally get warranty. So this just pretty much says what it is: quick start guide, Wi-Fi router, power supply, Ethernet cable, large connector, phone cord, small connector, 3 inline filters. I don't think they knew how to count because if you guys can see here, there's 4 there, not 3. 4. Somebody don't know how to count. Okay, so your modem's going to be in here. Just going to leave off the label part though. I'm just going to kind of turn my camera here while I do this. Okay, so when you guys open up your modem, if you guys live in Michigan and you are in southern part of Michigan, and they're just offering basic DSL internet to you, it's just going to be a very, very basic modem. There's nothing to this modem at all. There is some information at the top, so I'm going to leave the information that's on the top off. But as you guys can see, it is literally just a basic internet modem with technical support's phone number on it. Nothing too basic. This is what the back of the modem is. You got your DSL line, your uplink, Ethernet 2, 3, and 4, power button, and power supply. Okay. So very, very basic internet modem. Trying to do this while I'm recording off of my phone here. Okay. I just put my hand under there. That makes it the easiest way to do that. Okay, here in this package you have the phone cable and you have the Ethernet cable. And then of course you got the basic, don't show you guys the label there, the basic power supply. Alright guys, so I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to pretty much hook up my modem here. Like I said, all you're going to do is, the first thing you want to do is take out this gray cable. Once you take out the gray cable, you want to plug it in to wherever your phone jack is in your room. And then plug that into the back of where it says DSL, which is right there. Take your Ethernet cable, or if you have a Category 6 or a Cat 6 cable, do not use the first port, use the second port. Okay? Use Ethernet 2, 3, or 4, and not the first one. So you can use their Ethernet cable or yours. Just use E2, E3, or E4. Don't use where it says uplink, which is that first one. Okay. So I'm going to go stop the video here. I'm going to go hook everything up, and then we'll be right back. And then I'll actually boot up the modem, and you guys can watch the modem kick in. So we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so we are back here. I'm going to keep that little yellow piece of paper off of there. I did hook everything up. I'm going to show you guys really fast. I hooked everything up here. Like I said, green DSL line. We didn't use E1, like I said, or not E1, but we used port 2, which is going to be for the computer there. This is actually Cat 6. Not going to notice any speed differences, but it might be able to do a little bit of benefiting. Probably not though. But that is a Cat 6, and that's a Cat 5 E cable, and then of course the power supply, or power button and power supply. Once you hook this bad boy up, you're just gonna let it sit there for maybe a minute or so, and then after about a minute or so of everything being plugged in, you're just gonna carefully slide it back up under here. Now, I don't have my username or password to actually connect to the Frontier servers, so if I don't actually have my actual Frontier email and password to connect to the Frontier servers, that's where I'll just pretty much, it's pretty easy to do. You just gotta know what their information is. Once you know what their information is, or your information is, it's gonna connect you to it. And look at how dirty my TV is. That'll be the next thing I'm gonna do. Like, look how dirty this is. This is filthy. Gotta start learning how to clean stuff, I guess. Just ignore all this. That's not really there. Really dirty. Okay, so first thing you'll probably notice is you've been noticing that the lights were kicking in. Okay, so all the lights are kicking in here. I think this modem's man, my hands are phone is shaking all over the place. Okay, so what we're waiting for right now is this DSL light needs to go solid. So wait for that DSL to become solid. Look at the internet modem. The internet modem's all dusty, and that just came out of the box. That's how dirty black gets. Black ends up getting dirty really quick. That's the only thing I don't like. Okay. So the DSL light came on. I don't know if the internet light's supposed to come on. We're gonna go jump over to the computer here though. Now, again, you don't need these DSL filters. The only time you're gonna use a DSL filter is for if you're using a phone service. I don't recommend using phone service, especially if the phone service is on copper phone line. So over here on your computer, like I said, this is it's a Windows 10, but it's a really slow Windows 10. First time you hook something new up, you might get this little message over here. Just pretty much select yes is all you guys need to do. If you guys want to read that, then when it gets to that part of the video, just pause it. So if you guys want to go back, you can pause it, but it's just pretty much telling you, and I was gonna say this little, I'm trying to hold it up the best I can, that little gear icon there, either it be a laptop or a desktop, it's telling you that your Ethernet cable is plugged in. Okay. So for me to do this, I'm gonna click on Start here. Like I said, this is the Windows 10. I cannot seem to get Chrome to download because the internet is apparently so slow that Chrome won't even download onto a computer, and that's with it being connected through an Ethernet cable. Okay, so up here in the don't click there, but what you want to do is click up at the top bar there, even though it's blurry from what I can see. Right. It's going to be that top bar up here. What you're going to do is type in this address here. I can't seem to get that. Okay, there it goes. 192.168.254.254. Press enter. And it did give me an error, but this says the server 192.168.254.254 is asking for your user's name and password. The server reports that it is from a Netgear. Okay, so normally for the top would be your user's name and bottom should be password. Normally those are both admin, so ADMIN. Oh, that didn't work. MIN. And then password should be the same thing, ADMIN. Press enter. And that should bring you up to your Frontier page here. Now there's really not too much information I'm really worried about here. But as you guys can see, it says your modem is ready for the internet, broadband connection. Internet stats says it's connected with a DSL link connected. Still shaking my camera. Speed download upload is 1024 kilobytes. I believe that's 1 megabyte down. And 192 kilobytes per second upload. Like I said, speeds are extremely slow here. It's a PPPoE connection. I believe it's ADSL or ADSL, just standard DSL internet. That right there, it says CPU underscore bootstrap at frontier.com. Now I can already tell you guys I ain't worrying about this because when I call Frontier, that's not the actual email. These are emails that they send out to you to get your modem online. It used to be to where these emails used to not even exist in the modem. When you got the modem home, you would not even have internet connection. You would actually have to put in your email and password that they told you that Frontier set you up with. So when I actually call Frontier, this isn't the actual email that you use for your modem. I mean, you could probably leave it there, but you know, you might want to change it. That's a one IP address, which always tends to change every time you reboot your modem. Now the problem with my other modem, which is the same modem that you guys were just seeing here in the video, there was a bunch of things that were connected, and I didn't want all those things connected. I didn't know who was using them, and it never seemed if I changed the password or whatever, there was always things on there. So as you guys can see, it should just be the computer. It's a brand new modem, and the computer is the only thing that's connected to it. Okay, so it says that it's wired, and then this over here just says go to the internet. Okay, I'm just gonna
your bedroom's next.
Kind of go through some of the settings here.
Paint it.
Okay, so over here, you got main, wireless stats, simple config, basic settings, security settings, guest access, and advanced settings. And then over here, this is just the default stuff. Let me get over here so I can scroll down here. This gives you basic information about your Wi-Fi settings. I try to stay away from Wi-Fi just because I know it's slow. Go over to my connected devices. It's got some basic settings over there if you guys are interested in any of that. Now if you guys want to do any type of port forwarding for online games, if your internet's fast enough, you can either go to... You could do two different things on this page. You could do port forwarding, which will allow you to make any changes. We're not going to worry about that, but if you guys wanted to do that, you would just select yes and then put in the ports that you guys want. Or another thing, if you guys don't know how to do port forwarding, or that doesn't seem to correct your issue, you could go to DMZ host. You would click over here on yes. I'm not going to click on it, but that's what those two things that you guys could do. Anytime you stick anything in the